god, bro. Wait, if this guy's the second worst predator, then who the fuck is the worst one? I'm gonna have to ask that in the comment section. Shit. I said, wait, if this is the second worst, then who is the worst? The naked whipped cream cat guy? That's the only Chris Hansen predator that I can think of off the top of my head that would be legitimately worse than this guy. Like, I cannot think of anything that would be like worse than the guy who walked into the Sting house naked and wanted to put whipped cream on the girl's cat. And when I say cat, I mean like the animal cat. Like, he wanted to put whipped cream on an animal. Like, you can't get much worse than that, dog. And that's pretty fucking bad. Pretty fucking bad. Dude, this episode of Takedown is 36 minutes almost. God, why does the guanfacine taste like that? Oh, alright. Yeah, it's very complicated. So we have 1,066 fuel to work with, if I remember. But we also need to be wary of this. Should be the same amount of rubber, right? 50 times 20. Plus 68. TI-89 time, baby. So we have 50 times 20 plus 68, 1,068. Which means that we're gonna need 1,068 fuel per minute. So like, why are the fuel numbers so weird? You only need 34. Oh. Huh. That's a bit of a discrepancy, isn't it? Yeah, because we're gonna have 1,066 fuel and only 1,068 rubber. But because it's gonna be an overflow system, we don't really have to worry about the balance. We're just gonna have to plug the numbers in and just see how she rolls. So obviously one blender is gonna get 4 refineries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 32. Just from that. 32. 36. 40. Yeah. I just want to play some BTD, bro. Alright, well, if we delete this part of the floor, how do we look down here? Yikes. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a little... I don't know if I want to do it like this, but obviously we got this big fucking rock in the way. I mean, we can line 40 refineries up right here, right? Ah, shit. And this is the worst part, but if I don't do it now, then I'm never gonna fucking do it. Alright, well... Bingo. Oh, nah. I mean, I can see what kind of black magic I can cook here, but it's not gonna look pretty. You know, all the refineries don't have to be in the same spot either. Well, let's just say hypothetically, if you were to do it like this. That there would be a starting point for these refiners, so you know what? Let's just start building. Obviously, this needs to come out here. And then we need to get the splitter. We need to output it in the other direction. So, refinery. And we're not going to put 2 refineries here, so we might as well just get some space. And we can use our hover pack. So then that there'd be 2, 3, 4. And then obviously that's going to be a little bit of a problem because we're already encroaching on the 3rd blender. So it's going to be a problem. So what if we extended this floor like this? That way, the footprint is significantly reduced. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. So I think for simplicity's sake, we're going to have the refineries ins and outs line up with each other accordingly, and this one should just be 2 steps and line up with that one. That way we can bring this out. And then we can take this and do it to both. Just like this. Oh, fuck me. Alright, I can let that slide. And then each of these is gonna be recycled plastic. And then that's gonna be 30 fuel per minute. Knock a 0 off of it. Wait. It's each gonna be 25 fuel per minute. Not bad. So we gotta do more than just take a 0 off of it. And obviously that means that we're gonna have to put pumps on these, but I don't mind. They got a nice little sound effect on it. That way it's not gonna act like it's gonna be perfect. So yeah, we're chilling. So that's the first 4. That, though, is gonna be a wee bit problematic. So we need to go right here. And I guess right where this ends. Take it up. So that's a little bit fugly. Just a little bit fugly. Wish they had an easier way to, like, make this shit not be so crooked. Alright, well, now that we got that nonsense figured out. Yeah, the outputs for the belts aren't gonna match up at all, but that's the least important thing. I mean... Fuck. That's funny. When did these things need? Oh, rubber to seal it off. Interesting. Nice attention to detail, coffee stain. So it should be the same exact spacing. Just like that. Now I don't know what complications that's gonna present downstairs. Let's find out. Yeah, it's drifting further and further and further away. Nice. And that's also noodle. We don't... That's why it looked so weird. You can never escape the factory. I want to see this. Burr, 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 burr. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Well, at least this one can at least line up accordingly. So there's that. Uh-oh. Of course we're gonna hit that bullshit. How many more do we need? Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Oh, I guess part of the interesting thing is just building it around them. Literally, once all this stuff here gets distributed, it's not gonna be that bad. Like, it's gonna be able to get up and running. Like, it's not that bad anymore now that I've figured out how I'm gonna deal with the fuel. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shut the shut the fuck up. Oh no. Oh no, I'm starting to see a really, really big poo-poo problem. Really big poopy. Hopefully, everything doesn't fall out of sync too hard by the time we get to the end of this. Bingo. Actually, it's probably not gonna fall that much out of sync. I'm just being fucking stupid, I guess. Alright. See how we're looking down here. Unfortunately, it's horrendously inconsistent, but you can make it work. I got my ways. That looks pretty straight. No, alright. What if we did it like right there? Alright, too far. Alright, and then we can go ahead and do this just to make that look supported. And then we delete the stand. Can you nudge these? No, you cannot. Well, the only thing that matters... Oh. Oh. Maybe we need to move these down just a tad bit? This is probably not gonna be too good. Oh, this is actually better. Because then it's actually going to go into the side, make it look like it's going into the pipe to support it. This is actually so much better. Because now, it looks like it goes in. And then we need to take this. And then we are left with that. And then we're just going to go ahead and zoop that down the rest. Because I know that we're definitely going to need that. Sure. But see, now we're starting to run into the issue where the pipes are starting to overlap with the blender. Which is like less than ideal. It's not gonna look pretty, but I don't care. I want this functional. How many is this? One. So we just need to take the pumps, right? Just need to put them like right here, just to carry them the rest of the way. And we can just kind of keep them level. And then obviously we hook them up to their parent source. That one can be a little bit crooked. That one can get hooked up directly. Just like that. Now we get the fuel coming up. So annoying that sometimes you just have to use noodle. Yeah, we're running into some potentially fugly designs here. La ba la ba la ba. Bow, 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 bow. Do 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 do. Bow, wow, 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 wow. It would have been tragic accidentally deleting that blender. Alright, so that's going to be the last one that gets put up here. Mayday, mayday, losing altitude. Alright, got that. Now let's go get the pump down. We got 2 pumps that we need to add. Alright, so that's all those. We're gonna base it off of what our fuel production is and not base it off of what our plastic production is gonna be. So a very, very, very small amount of the residual production is gonna go into the main production. Very, very, very small amount. But we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 times 50. That's 1,200 per minute. But if we have the entire residual production lineup, uh-oh. Oh. No. My bad. That's 24 times 25. That's half of it. My bad. I did that math wrong. I looked at that number. And the reason why the residual plastic production is so low is because the fuel production's not full throttle. That's why. I guarantee if we went ahead and like emptied all of this. Yeah, some of the fuel has to go into this. Which is fine. Why is that, like, not lining up? That is actually so annoying. Yeah, so it makes sense for the polymer resin to already be in here and up and running. Oh, there's a lot of it. I mean, we've already proven that the heavy oil residue can fully sustain. Because it's only going into, what, 4? Yeah, so we're chilling. Huh. It makes sense for these here to be delayed because those have to go that way and then back up that way and then come up here. So they got almost double the length at the start of down there. But look at that. That plastic production to get it all jumped up. So yeah, everything's kind of sort of set up. The outputs are set up at least. The rest are just gonna have to get sent over here. But that's not gonna be a pretty sight. Neither is this, man. Like, and I'm not overclocking this shit. Why is this not filling up the pipe? These are probably not low enough. Yeah, so we had a bit of a fuck up right there. Yeah, so we kind of fucked up a bit. So we can't have deletions like that. We're just gonna put the pump like right here. And just hope that we can get these to line up properly. I'm just gonna assume that that's the same level. If it's too far away, they're all too far away. I don't care to make it look perfect. Yeah, that one is noticeably higher. Bitch, now it's noticeably lower. Alright, I'll live. Why the pump isn't actually... There we go. Good job, buddy. But how am I gonna handle it down here is my question. And then, not only that, let's go take a gander of where the rubber production is going to be. Should be another one. I thought there were like two. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Maybe we're on one of the far ones. There was a pure one that I was harvesting, and I just decided to go with this one first. Maybe it's actually over there. Who knows? What do they mean by purity temp? Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for the day. I made good progress. We'll probably put another stream up later for like BTD or some shit. I don't know.